This is the BassForecast bait breakdown on the soft plastic worm, soft plastic creature bait category. In this short video, I'm going to cover these 5 topics: key features, top tips, matching forage, rod, reel, and line, and hook set. Let's start with the key features. Now in this video, we don't have the time to cover every style of worm and creature bait because there's a ton. So here's the main 2. The curly-tailed worm and the lizard-style creature bait. Both of these soft plastics should be rigged Texas style, and here's how you do that. First, take your bullet weight and thread it onto your line. Then step 2 is to tie your hook on. Lastly, poke the hook through the nose of the lure about 1/3 of an inch, feed the hook through, turn it so it hides the knot in the soft plastic head, and then poke the hook back through, but keep that hook point just under the skin of the soft plastic so it's weedless. Now when selecting your worm's weight, stick to ones between 1/16 of an ounce and 1/4 ounce. And for the worm hook, go with a extra wide gap or straight shank that is 3/0 to 5/0 in size, depending on the size of the soft plastic. The retrieval of a soft plastic worm or a creature bait is so simple, it's almost impossible to mess up. The first step is to make a long cast over your area or to a specific piece of cover or structure in the water. Then, once your baits hit the water, let it sink all the way to the bottom. I can't explain how crucial that is to have your worm, your creature bait, on the bottom. And once you're sure it's there, reel in your slack and slowly lift your bait off the bottom and let it sink, reeling in your slack to rinse and repeat. But how deep in the water column should you be fishing your worm? A good rule of thumb is if it is summer or winter, fish water deeper than 10 feet, and if it's spring or fall, fish water shallower than 10 feet. But as always, feel free to begin with the BassForecast recommended location and retrieval speed, as those will tell you good places to start fishing the soft plastic worm first. Totally matching the forage in your body of water is hardly ever possible with this style of lure because there's not any forage that looks like any of these. So let's focus mostly on color selection. In dirty water qualities, pick a soft plastic that is black and blue in variety, and the opposite is true in clear water. Go with your more natural colors, your green pumpkin and watermelon variations. These colors are a great place to start, but keep in mind, color is a confidence thing. So find the color that works for you on your body of water. The rod, reel, and line needed for a soft plastic worm or a creature bait is really just your standard bait casting combo. And all that consists of is a medium heavy rod of at least 7 foot in length with a fast action, a medium to fast gear ratio reel in the 6s or 7s, and 12 to 20 pound fluorocarbon or monofilament line. And the last thing I want to cover is the hook set. On a soft plastic worm and a creature bait, it is super simple and hard to mess up. At some point during your retrieve, you're gonna feel a thump on your line, ideally, or just some kind of gummy pressure, some resistance that doesn't feel natural. That's most likely a fish, so you're gonna lower your rod tip as you reel in your slack, giving that fish a few more seconds to eat your worm, and then you give that rod a hard upward sweep into that fish, keeping the tension on throughout the fight, and you'll land almost every bite you get on the soft plastic worm. We hope this video gives you more confidence in using the soft plastic worm and creature bait so you can adapt to the conditions and catch more bass. And I'll see you out on the water.